Well, hello guys, and welcome to another Gamecast by your buddy Cajun. Today we have Khador versus Cygnar. Went ahead and did the first turn. There's not much to the first turn other than running, and at least in Khador's instance, running and casting Fog of War. This should give me a +1 or +2 defensive bonus versus range. And it's a upkeep spell. It costs 3 initially to cast. Keep it up, kept 1 focus thereon. So it's a nice little thing to get cast the first turn. Other than that, you just run everyone up, get into position. Pretty standard. My opponent today is E.G. Blitzer. His trenchers out and taking cover in the ruins. That's what we expect from this map. One thing I want to point out here is similar to Warhammer, what you see is what you get. There are hold on, it's kind of hard to talk. There are visual representations. Troopers with different equipment. You'll notice this guy has a couple more stick grenades on his rucksack than, say, this guy. That makes this guy the Grenadier. Another Grenadier is here. This guy is your generic trencher infantry. He does not have the grenade option. A military rifle and a bayonet. This guy is military rifle, bayonet, and rifle grenade. These special weapons on the troopers thus far, in particular the trencher grenadiers and the winter guard rocketeers, have an ammo count of 3. He can fire 3 of these grenades before he's out of grenades. At that point, he resorts to basically becoming this generic trencher infantry. Still not a bad deal, but it's important when you're lining up shots to allocate versus the more dangerous threat. So if I can shoot either the Grenadier or the generic trencher infantry, I'm going to take a shot on the Grenadier. He's more versatile, and he can hurt me more effectively than his counterpart. These are the ever so lovely Stormblades. Look at this guy. He's sitting fancy. This is currently my favorite unit in Warmachine Tactics. It's the Charger, the dual cannon. This has given many a warcaster fitful dreams and nightmares. Put smite on that bad boy, boost it up. It does work. It does work all day long. The cool thing about the dual cannon here with its little rotating barrels is when you allocate a focus to boost the hit, it auto boosts the damage roll as well. So, nice little go. There was some debate on the forums as to which is the shootier battle group as far as Cygnar versus Khador. And you know what? I kind of see the argument for both sides. Personally, I think the advantage goes to Cygnar. But Khador is definitely no slouch at shooting themselves, and I'll show you what I mean. These guys here, they have the boom tubes on their back. These are my Rocketeers. The rockets have a range of 14. Everything the trenchers have is range 10. So I have a 4 square advantage with these Rocketeers. Conversely, my blunderbuss is only range 8. That's a 2 square disadvantage. I do have 1 more winter guard than he has trenchers. So there's an argument to be made. I have more guns. The Men of War have a range of 6 with their shield cannons and very poor rat, whereas the Stormblades have a range of 6 with their Stormglaives, and they have a rat of 3. Don't catch me lying, we'll check that in a second. Oh no, they're rat of 1. So those essentially mitigate each other as far as the shooting war goes. They do have the Charger, and they do have the snipe ability. Gives Cygnar increased range as long as he's sniping. His dual cannon, it has a rate of fire 2, that's the big one, that he gets 2 shots with it. Range is 12, but with snipe it becomes 16. My bombard cannon from the Demolisher has a range of 14. So I have a 2 square advantage without snipe being cast, and a 2 square disadvantage while snipe is being cast and upkept. My gun is AoE and his is just direct damage. I am unable to reach any viable targets Demolisher this turn, and that is disappointing. Definitely disappointing. This big pillar here does block line of sight to infantry, as well as this wall here. So if I can use some cover and advance my position, I'm definitely not opposed to that. I move these these men of war up just enough that they can go into shield wall, giving them crazy armor, and they are, look at this crazy armor, 6 stars. They are a mobile cover system for my Rocketeers. We saw that the bombard cannon, when he was about here, could not hit anything. So moving my Rocketeers up here, they will still not be able to shoot anything. So they're just going to go ahead and accept the cover of their larger brethren. They cannot be targeted by Cygnar unless he were to get up in earthquakes. These guys knocking them down. But nothing's in range, and that would be pretty foolish for him to put so much in range for that. Pusher's going to go ahead and take cover behind her buddy here. She's going to wind rush just in case he gets some kind of funky angle I didn't account for. It increases Sorcerer's defense. I really wish it was an upkeep spell, but it's not. And I'll go ahead and take cover behind Demolisher here. These big Khador and heavy armor jacks, they're great bullet sponges. As well as these men of war, especially when they're shield walled. It's really damn near impossible for Cygnar to touch them when they're shield walled like that. The battle groups are nicely balanced in that there are things Cygnar can do to mitigate these beasts, but it's not easy. Typically what he's going to want to do to counter such heavy armor, he'll grenade them. The grenades launched reduce your armor by 1 for the primary target of the AoE. These Stormglaives are POW 3, so that'll even put a dent. These guys, it's just my memory, but it seems like they crit all the time. It's not a bug. They don't actually crit all the time, but they're pretty reliable damage. They've got great mats. They charge in, and they have like a storm thrust where they hit you with a melee attack and then hit you with a ranged attack, and these guys do work, man. If the Charger didn't exist, these guys would be my favorite units that currently are out. Okay. As I was talking about the specialized troopers with what you see is what you get, this guy does not have a rocket pack. He is my generic Winter Guard infantry. No rocket. He's the most expendable troop I have. So I want to go up and put him up here. Maybe get him out of position to take shots at him. He's dedicating time to killing this guy. Then he's not dedicating time to kill the backbone of my army. He's not dinging up my jacks. He's not going for my caster. And if this is kind of a win-win situation, because if he doesn't kill this guy blocks up lanes. Not in melee, he can walk around here and blunderbuss these two guys, so he's getting 2 for 1 damage. He can be a real nuisance. He needs to be dealt with, but you have to be conscientious. Cannot talk today, people. Conscientious, whatever. You have to be cognizant of proper force use. Don't want to overcommit. You don't want to waste your Charger double boost shots on this guy. He's drawn the attention of 3 infantry at the moment, and he's still round kicking. I'll take a shot at him. He's got no other viable targets right now anyway, so I can respect that. It's got to be disheartening. He's put all that effort into dealing with this guy. The guy just eludes him. He may rage pop him with the Stormclad. This is something I disagree on with my opponent apparently, is he did not allocate 3 focus to the charger. In my games with Cygnar, you'll rarely see a turn that I have not allocated 3 focus charger. That reason being is when you boost the to hit roll, it boosts the damage roll. Alright, that it paid off for him. He had appropriate amount of focus allocated to do what he wanted to do. But I put 3 focus on this guy. The first one boosts the to hit roll of the initial shot, thereby boosts the damage roll. Then you have to pay for the second shot of your rate of fire 2. That's 2 focus down, and then you boost the attack on that one, and it boosts the damage on that one too. And you get a reliable way to drop an infantry from full to 0 in a single round. He was able to manage that with 2 focus. He had a really, really nasty crit. And I've seen chargers take a guy out in a single good shot, the right crit. You know, now that they've nerfed infantry down to 10 health, the charger, it is possible for the charger to put 11 damage on them. Those are nasty turns. I've seen a charger take 2 Temple Flame Guard out in a single turn, or Flame Guard Cleansers out in a single turn, and it was just all she wrote for that guy. Again, that was one of my more expendable Winter Guard infantry. He died for the motherland. I guess that's more of a German accent. Comrade, we will avenge you. Okay, I'm exploring my options here. I should use the command radius of my Warcaster to count the squares. This long stretch here, that looks like a 3 square range. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 will bring me into contact with the charger if I wanted to charge him. That is appealing. I'm going to go ahead and load this guy up with focus. And I'll give my Juggernaut 1 focus. And I'll let Fog of War drop. And why I've allocated it like that is my Juggernaut uses 1 focus to run and get into a more advantageous position to get into the fight, and maybe next turn. I've kept 2 focus on Sorsha. Cast Boundless Charge on the Demolisher. That will save his focus. Typically, Jacks have to spend focus to charge. Will increase his speed, guaranteeing he can reach this guy, which he can. See, the charge is lit up. But it would cost 1 focus to charge him without that. I'm going to go ahead and cast Boundless Charge on him so that he gets there with all his focus. Alright, time to plop my rocket around. I'm going to go ahead and put this rocket into the charger. I want to kill this charger in a single round. If I were to crit, it would knock him down, making all the hits come from the Demolisher free hits. 50-50, wish me luck. And fire. Ended up hitting the Lancer, and the Lancer just shrugged it off. That's man mode, Lancer. Very man mode. Just drive my little tanks up. I've typically been fortunate enough to keep my Rocketeers alive long enough that they actually run out of rockets, then they resort to my expendable Winter Guard infantry. There we go, that's what we're talking about. You will find I have above average luck. So there's that crit that knocks him down. It's going to be a devastating turn for that charger. And we do that with it. Would be a nice bag. If I hit this guy, it's possible I'll do some damage on Striker behind him. With Arcane Shield up, very little chance I'll do anything to the ironclad, but he's also got a trencher in front of him. So what we're really relying on is that the AoE damage maybe nick his caster, maybe put some free damage on this trencher. If I crit and knock this guy down, all the better. Okay, we talked about the blunderbuss shot. Get them both. 38% because of the cover. That guy ate some. Go ahead and put a little extra damage because I would just hate for that charger to live. One box left. We're going to charge him this way. It'll probably end up facing us the wrong way, and I don't want to really expose myself to back strikes. But I don't want to be anywhere near that ironclad. I don't want to be in the ironclad's charge range. And it looks like I'm facing in an okay way, provided I'm facing this way. Facing can be somewhat buggy in this game, so there's can be facing one direction and your model looks like he's facing an entirely different direction. Typically the bug is triggered when you suffer a free strike when you try to run past somebody. But I've seen it happen outside of that. Look at that, guys. Isn't that what I just said I'd hate to have happen? 1 health left. With no system damage, that Jack is every bit as dangerous on 1 health as he is 6 health. So that is, I'm a little gutted by that, but you gotta roll with the punches. We're doing a pretty good. So, Portia, if you had critted him, it would have done a little bit better. Guy's dead. I've resigned myself to that. Should he somehow surpass expectations and live, he will be a hero of the motherland. Name him Conrad Cliff. Cliff sounds like a very Russian name. Cliff. That is sarcasm. Sarcasm, internet. I don't actually believe Russian. I'm quite aware it's not. Clifford would sound very Russian. Comrade Clifford. But we won't have to name him that because he's gonna die. So, Richmond number 11685. Almost earned a name. Survived 2 more attacks. I don't think he'll really dedicate anything else other than the attacks. But the odds are against you surviving it, my friend. That's a firing line. That was just straight execution. You guys must be working for the Tsars. You guys late to the party. Wait, guys, I gotta get my shot in. Okay. Nice that he's trying to protect him with the cloud, but if you notice, he's made another facing error. You guys are all supposedly facing over here to the right, so anything fired from this side is getting a back strike, which is an aim bonus, pretty much mitigating that cloud he just threw on there. It's just, can I afford to dedicate any fire that way? Missing the work that the Stormblades can do. Getting in there and getting nasty, getting thick of it. Oh, look at that. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. with so much being engaged in melee here, and me not wanting to bring up my brand new paint job on the jack, I think I will devote some rockets. This little cloud. Oh yeah, man mode. Stands there, just takes the spear, no damage. Gotta love it. Eventually we will be able to custom paint jobs on our army. I have suggested, and the devs seem open to, allowing us to upload some images if they find a good way to police it. I would love, maybe upload a logo, something of my design on the jack, personalize it. Enemy really know man mode demolisher here, destroyer. I've been calling him demolisher all day. You know what? You've done such a good job. I will actually learn the name. So, Cajun Rocks logo right across there. All right. Tanky as these guys are, if there's something that can bust through that armor, it's that hammer. Oh, defense 0 miss. Guy, that's some nimble moving. Ugh. Can't dodge everything. That's a testament. That big old golem steam fist there, unable to get through the armor. It whopped him. Free hit when a guy's knocked down in melee. It's unable to damage him. 6 damage was reduced to 0. That's nuts. When this guy gets up, he's going to take a swing. He's going to make that Juggernaut pay. Perhaps not this turn. This guy is truly armored. He's also showing 6 stars, so that's a base damage reduction of -6. And then combined with the invincibility feat we just saw displayed there, this guy will subtract 9 damage from himself. Guys, we're gonna do something nuts here. Bear with me. You guys think of what I'm thinking? I'm thinking it's kill run time. Yeah, it's time to kill. Get it done, ladies and gentlemen. Feet or no feet. And get it done. And rush out of here. We're gonna Icy Gaze, and a Freeze Caster. Everyone will hit him in melee. Free. Going to charge. I wish I had done more damage. Hit him again. 3 damage. Really did 6, subtracted 3. Rocket attack ineffective. That guy's gonna walk up and try to punch him in the head. Oh man, did I mess up? Oh no, he can reach, okay. Taking a lot of free strikes, but this is kind of do or die. Beautiful. Hit him again. Really hoping for a crit. Crit can end this, but it has to be the highest level crit. So Slightly higher than 1 in 3 chance of critting. Did not do it. Did not accomplish it. Now I'm shot myself in the foot as far as blocked all these other guys from reaching. Go ahead and charge that charger. He allocates focus. Get the charger up. Charger tied up in melee. Need a crit. If I crit the charger, he dies. Maybe. He's only got the 1 health. So bad. Get this guy out of our way. Oh, he can't move. To shove and shoot, and he. Go ahead and step around behind him. Armor down. Actually do it. What will he do? You have 4 health left. That was with invincibility, sucking up so much damage. These guys will turn around and make a play for Sorsha. Sorsha is vulnerable, but I don't know that he can actually get that much to her. Her defense is good, especially with Wind Rush. That's 5 stars. Things are very unlikely to hit her at that. And Coleman's gonna put some hits on her. He boost the hit, but he actually has to step up closer. She's using her reach. Hit him from 2 squares away and not have reach. He has to forgo escape, get closer. If he does try to escape, she'll get a free strike. King will get a free strike. Either of those free strikes land and Striker dies. So escape's really risky. Gotta go for the caster kill here because he's dead next turn. Unlikely he'll get away. These guys putting some shots into Sorsha. Guys gonna have to take 3 free strikes. March his happy butt up here. Take Sorsha. Got lots of health. Probably his best bet is to look the guy up with focus. Try to move him back here. If the Lancer could move up far enough, he could try to headbutt Sorsha, knocking her down, in which case that's 1 less free strike Striker will have to take. This guy headbutts Demolisher, and then Striker's free to run. Not going to get very far. With Wind Rush, Sorsha has a free square movement, and then on top of her other 6 move, speed 6, she's really quick. Could try to surround her with these guys. But I did not even see that he was knocked down as well. He had to spend all that focus. Yeah, 99% sure the game is in hand. Spent 1 focus to stand up, 1 focus to knock the stationary off him. Spent a focus to wake the Ironclad up. Looks like he spent a focus to wake the Charger up and put a focus on the Charger. He did not have to put focus to wake the guy up, apparently. Striker's only got 6 focus, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this guy's still stationary. Ah, the effect has gone off of him, but no, he did not spend a focus to actually wake guy up from stationary. Stationary. Getting somewhat lost into what's actually going on. But I know that he doesn't have enough focus to dedicate Striker to killing Porsche. This game is in hand. Some people on the forums have complained that Cygnar doesn't want to really get into the middle of the map and drum with the other three factions. They want to sit back and shoot. And when you approach them, they actually take a step back and try to shoot again. And that's due to a large part because of this. Met me in the middle of the map. Killed my chaff. And now he's utterly in trouble. A Juggernaut and an Ironclad, a pretty fair fight. Come down to who has more focus from their Warcaster. Very difficult for either one to bring the entire other Jack down in a single go, but it is possible. The Charger and Lancer, very vulnerable to infantry. Infantry can bring these guys down. Charger with 1 health. The beast. Gotta love these guys. I could upload my own images. I'd put like a big old bullseye on my Charger. Like Striker. Wipe at the Destroyer. Not sure how much of a gap between my Destroyer and Man of War. Ironclad has to actually get through here. Guy takes up 3 squares. Taking up these. I think that overlaps with the squares that the Ironclad is taking up. There's some overhang. So it may not even be possible for the guy to just backtrack. Barring horrendous luck in which I miss with every attack in the high 90%, Pusher versus Striker here, I should come down with the victory. Even if I don't come down with the turn, he's still in the same precarious situation. Guys have plenty of health. Guys getting unless he's able to drop this Destroyer without using the Ironclad, he's stuck in the same position. I could actually just waste my next turn, and he's still every bit as vulnerable next turn. But sometimes you just want to be the clean professional, get the caster kill in the game, get it over with. Sometimes you want to see giant robots bash the crap out of other giant robots. So the real question is, you guys want to see me play out my other attacks, what kind of damage I would have done? Or you want to be the consummate professional, efficient caster kill, accept the rest as slaves, and once these jacks power down, turn them into scrap metal. They're not worthy to be into Khador and jacks. I do have a special place in my heart for this beast. 1 health. Work. 8 damage. Infantry can take out heavy jacks with the right kind of rolls. Guy had just had more time. He could have done it. I guess the rocket did knock him down whenever I shot him with that rocket, guys. But they don't get the knockdown animation while they're stationary. That's been educational and informative. Go ahead and put 1 focus on the Jack. Ice axe. striker. Alright, this time we're going to be consummate professional. We're just going to go for the caster kill. Got some other stuff going. 50% chance. The back strike, because striker's facing the wrong way. 84%. If it hits, it kills. G, my opponent. G. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this gamecast. As you can see here, taking a central position is so powerful in this game. Center on the maps currently available is kind of wide open. Take your lumps and shots from range. But if you can control the center arc, you can hit to the left, you can hit to the right. It really opens up your options. And if you'll notice, while he's in the center, I would say I have control of it. I've flanked him, I've surrounded him, got guys on the outside trying to save poor Warcaster who was trapped on the inside. Essentially, I just gutted his middle. Flanks were unable to pull the leader out. Well, I hope this has been informative. A lot of people feel Khador is the weaker of the 4 factions currently with the current stable of units. Maybe that's changed soon, not, but it's nice to see a Khador in victory every now and then. They do not appear as popular in Warmachine tactics as they do on tabletop just yet. I'm sure that will change. Well, thanks, and tune in next time.